Okay, a. I think this is good enough. We are live, and I beforehand, and I lost track of time. My computer's acting a bit weird. I don't know why, since aside from like shutting it off, then immediately turning it back on, I don't think I did anything out of the ordinary. I guess this is my time that once I get my own place, a new rig is in the cards. I could probably afford it, although like I said, I'd like to have my own place before I get a new PC. There's also the fact that I'm not sure what I'll do with the old parts. Like, I'll probably keep the storage on me, if only for use later, but you've got to be kidding me. Apparently, this game is missing some files. I haven't touched it since I reinstalled it. Nothing I can really do except wait and wait for Steam to finish verifying the files. I guess I might as well talk about what that I plan on doing for future essays. If you didn't see on Twitter, or like you won't, like you somehow only follow me on YouTube and Twitch, or likely you only follow me on Twitch, in which case go subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where I actually post my video essays, and also there's a bunch of streams from before I started streaming on Twitch. But anyways, I might as well just talk with some silence. I was originally planning on doing an essay on Nexas. Nexas, I believe is how it's pronounced. I know that's how it's spelled. But anyways, I've decided to scrap that, not because of a change of opinion, but rather I had wanted it to like come out, the essay to drop before or all the talents had their debut, since I was under the impression that I had like a month tops, and I could have seen myself being able to get something out within that time easily. Even though I am very slow, like, however, I found out that I was actually mistaken, and it actually started on Friday, and it ended and the last wave of debuts is today. While that doesn't mean I won't write about them, period, it's possible we might get horror stories from them. It does mean that I've decided but for now I'm going to move on to something else. Also, one other thing I'd like to state, if you're on the YouTube side of things, you may have seen me release a schedule and delete it. Long story short, that one was actually something I made in advance in error. I was under the assumption that Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door would release earlier than it did, but I actually had a whole bunch of streams planned out, but just give me a second so I can actually... Ooh, Rin Penrose is doing Undertale. Where was I? Oh, right. Yeah, my original plan had been like playing the Tales games before I know for a fact that I can play a Symphonia Vesperia, which would actually be on my Switch. And Basiria. Just edit the schedule real quick. And if I could have figured out how to get them to stream, or it had turned out that I would have also thrown in Tales of Arise and Tales of the Abyss. Now, Arise is Eyes would have been in a maybe if depending entirely on if on how as I have the 3DS version and I don't really know how to set up streaming for that. So basically, Arise is if it works well on my computer. The Abyss is if I can figure out how to get it to stream. And I would have like alternated between games so I don't get sick of the Tales franchise. And if you can't tell, I was going to stream Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, assuming that it would have been out by the time I had finished, but... And also, another mistake I'd made was, well... assuming how long it would take me to complete each Tales game, since... Okay, good. If you're curious what I was just doing, long story short, I decided oh, you've got to be kidding me. If you're curious why I just said that, it's the Epic Game Store acting up again. Okay, good news is that it does not look like the EGS not being able to install whatever it wanted to install. It has disrupted the stream plans. I'll probably do like one match or match and play until I either win in a round or I get eliminated. I'm probably going to have to make a unique thumbnail for my Sunday streams of Fall Guys. Who knows? Since this game is quite popular, like 7.7 million followers on Twitch, I might actually gain a few followers. Okay, the client is launching. I'm gonna have to get the game in windowed mode, then so you guys can see it. I mean, I could hypothetically just play it as is, but I don't think you guys would find that very fun. Now, I actually have had this game, did like buy this game on launch. I... Okay, I can finally Okay. I'm just doing this to refresh myself with... I'll do the solos chill this time. I wonder what the smallest what the two extremes are for player counts. Before you ask, I did make sure to use the bathroom before streaming, so I will not have a repeat of that one moment in the quartering is a bit, I guess you could say, infamous for. Even if I hadn't, I couldn't really do it anyway, since I live on the second floor of my house. At most, I could get angry and, like, throw my headset to the ground. Of course, I wouldn't say I really get irritated at games like this. Hey! What is this, an I'm taking you down with me sort of thing? I'm not super superstitious, but I would like it if I actually got, like... if we didn't have 13 players. Okay, I get it. All I have to do is just... Well, so much for that. I'll try a different round, since, honestly... chill, but right now, but honestly, like, I'm just here to there's not really much pressure. I wonder if there's, like, any e-cosmetics that actually install any, like, actual bonuses. Like, is there a particular hat that, because of how tall it is, for example, it lets you get into the finish line faster. Oh. Well, you know what? Let's take the left path this time. Looks. Oh. Why didn't that guy qualify? I did mention the Quartering's basement piss incident. I will play that regardless of if anyone shows up, simply. There's another thing I should probably mention as to why you won't see that happen on my stream. I don't drink, period. I'm going to assume that these aren't bots. Tell you what a place you got. If only so you knew if you were doing... I say that because I actually thought I got, like, first, but... No, I guess... And no wonder I was getting lag.